Gwyn is the
This
worst
has to be
Lightbearer.
hacked.
Delete this.
Would you look at that? And hello people, Linker here. Today we're going to talk about what beating endgame tier list with synergies looks like. Now you might be asking, Linker, with the tier list to end all tier list you made and the huge video with all these teams you talked about, what's there left to cover? The answer is how to put things to practice. So I beat 35-12, paving the lowest replay power. We'll dive into each comp, talk about beating tier lists with niche picks. We'll make sense of how these replays basically ignore the time twins. But lastly, if you stay all the way, I'll also show you some secret burst free-to-play substitutes to get unstuck that people are really unaware of. So let's get right into it. I'm kidding, we already did that. Okay, so first we have the God comp. Now, if you look carefully, it's running a bunch of suboptimal picks, like Tassie instead of Twins, and this funny bird-looking hero instead of Irons to carry. As we talked about in the substitutes video, Tassie is a great hero if you don't need the Twins buff and enjoy finishing the fight in a slower pace. Here, you can do that, so now Mihira and Tassie together are incredible control core. I personally usually run them with Khazad because the signature item kind of buffs the team control. This time, due to the aggressive nature of the enemy, we kind of gave that up. The idea with the Khazad is super fragile, so we can't just run that blindly into anything. Now, enemies here are not easy. They have signature item levels 10 or above. Scary stuff, but these specific ones hate the amount of all denial we're going on. So we beat it. Next, I pull up a secret. This is a content creator secret. You can't do it if you're not a content creator. You basically make campaign Graveborn Tower. This makes campaign be Graveborn Tower with Daemon basically. It's like Celes Graveborn, but it's without the Celestials. Now, using various disrupt heroes to enable Daemon, I can talk about this all the time. If you see tanky heroes you have issues killing in time, like you see Hendrik, Rigby with Rowan for heals, just Daemon them. Like Farrell can frontline against the slow magical damage team, this basically accounts for the heal, and Daemon scales off of enemy health. Use him into those tanks, utilize this hero. I see so many people not using Daemon or not getting him plus 30, you people know who you are. So factional advantage is really gonna play a role here too, and all together with enough disruption, Daemon is gonna do his thing. People tell me he fell out of viability in chapter 34, that's like complete nonsense. And next is the burst team. Now this one is very odd. There's no Orthos, there's no Zora, there's no Lucretia, it's like free to play. Instead we have Athalia and Gorvo. Now, it's pretty rare to see these in these chapters, but here the team is pretty special. It has Tidus and Laika. Both of them are heroes that burst with quick damage under campaign settings, and there's also a bunch of slower heroes. You see Saurus and Sairus. It also benefits from Laika haste, which means that if you want to burst it, you need heavy control to calm down. Gorvo and Athalia provide that exactly. They keep the team checked for just a few seconds longer, and this enables Aaron to keep control. Now lastly, Sophia is actually a viable carry here, good for a change. This is not a usual case with chapter 35 and onward, but it's going well with her factional advantage, the Windbinder buff and investment in her. Always put the gear in your carry obviously, Sophia enjoys it a lot. And this next team is actually a team that we talked about on stream quite a lot. We even reviewed some of those viewer boxes earlier, so if you want in on the action and some extra content from me, definitely check out my Twitch link below. Anyways, Joker is underappreciated. He's a possible Irons counter in certain teams. The fact that the wonderful Grub won't stop hyping to me as I write this script to you people, and he also instantly triggers his area of effect with Zafrael and Gwyneth. This means he lands the right damage onto the scary enemies in time. Now note, Gwyneth isn't seen in all campaign replays at this stage, but she is viable in this one. The reason has to do with how the backline is static. Noticing these little facts allows you to get rid of your worst set. In my case, I hate the most offensive Thorin, so that really allowed me to get rid of it. And another extra fact is about Fox and Gwyneth. Fox, if he captures the frontline hero, he works well with Gwyneth, and if he captures the middle backline slot, Gwyneth AoE is really bad. So we talked about this. Pay attention to when your sets can work, pay attention to when niche heroes can work. That will help you pave the way in minimum power and make up for those heroes that you don't yet have, or those investments and furnitures and signature items just be mindful of these people. Like every time you get stuck, think, yo, what's a niche that I can do here? What's actually a good hero that I usually disregard? What's something I can maybe actually take advantage of? And with that kind of mindset, you'll know how to strategize your way. So the way won't be like a macro 10 million times, but actually a matter of 100 retries. Now, before we talk about that last team, like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And the reason I didn't run Irons in the God Comp is because we've talked about how he can make his own team work. We talked about this in the huge team video. In this case, his incredible damage enables Ezio to come up as the carry. But he really does whatever he wants, like he's Irons. Now, quick fact, my favorite counter to Irons is usually another set that also runs Irons. This is actually a rock, paper, scissors. I'm thinking about making a formation overview out of Irons. Let me know if you like that kind of a video. I also run Burst, or the new counter meta team with Lucretia and Alna. But for now, I think we can finish this video on a very positive note. I'm very thankful to be doing what I'm doing and to be able to do it to such an audience. Like, you people are so engaged and we're becoming more and more by the day, which is so fun for me. So thank you for watching me and supporting me as much as you do. Even if you're this one guy or girl that's just watching, lurking, just passively absorbing information, or even if you don't understand anything I'm saying, just tuning in to have fun, thank you so much for everything. Like, I can't express how fun this is for me. And for now, I've been Linker. Peace.